Hey everyone, Eddie Collins here from HotVWs magazine. Have I got a treat for you guys? I'm here at the Chassy Media headquarters and I'm here with Adam Carolla and Nate Adams. This is going to be fun. First of all, I just want to say thank you for the hospitality, for having us here. And a lot of our viewers out there, Adam, they know you as a comedian, an actor, a podcaster, a TV host, but there's a lot of guys that don't know that you're a real true car guy and obviously that you make documentaries.
Well, we do, and I am, and I don't know how wide the camera lens is, but we didn't just roll these in here for the shoot and then have to get them back to the yard. These are my cars. We rebuild them and try to race most all of them.
That is awesome. How'd that start for you? I mean, where'd the passion for cars come from?
I had it when I was a kid. I liked the mechanical stuff. I was kind of a gearhead, but I didn't have access to any of that. We lived in apartments. My dad didn't have any interest in it. We didn't have any money. We didn't have any tools. We didn't have anything. So I just kind of did without for a long time and probably built up kind of a, you know how nerd guys bang all the hot chicks in Hollywood now because they did without all through high school and through college and through everything, and now they're making up for lost time. That's kind of what I did with cars. Like I did without for so long, and I was so poor, and finally I got into show business. I made a little bit of money, and I was like, started overcompensating.
That is awesome. I mean, I think it's really cool because I mean, you've done quite well. Looking at all the cars around here, it's amazing. It's definitely a museum. So I think you've definitely maybe even overcompensated.
Well, we love the air-cooled cars. Sometimes VW, sometimes Porsche. Although the first new car that the Carolla family ever bought was, I think, in 1975. Could have been 74, 75. VW Rabbit.
Oh my
First
gosh.
Generation VW Rabbit, and I took my driving test on a VW Rabbit, and my dad had VW Bugs all.
Really?
Because he was poor and because you could kind of fix it yourself
Right.
and, all that stuff. But I took my test on a VW Rabbit 4-speed.
That's pretty funny. Now, okay, I knew about your past because I'm an avid listener to your daily podcast, The Adam Carolla Show. And so I've heard a couple of little tidbits, and I want to tease that for our viewers as far as an interesting experience that you had. But for those of you that have never seen the Bug documentary, this is amazing. It's very cool. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. Nate Adams here. Nate, I got to tell you.
We acquired it. It was directed by Damon Ristow, a fellow Montanan, super cool guy.
Very cool. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what the next project is, because I mean, you guys, you put out what 30 documentaries at Chassy.com and over 50 on the Pluto TV channel, right?
Yeah, Adam and I have made 4 feature-length car docs together. We made a feature film. We have a channel, our own channel on Pluto TV, which is channel 501. It's got probably 60, 70 all automotive docs and TV shows, and it's free. And then we have our own site, Chassy.com, CHASSY.com, and we've got probably 30 car docs there that we've acquired and curated. And I mean, I'm not as big of a car guy as Adam because very few people are, but it's a fascinating world and it's a very underserviced market. There's so many car guys and they have so few places to get good content that it's not, as Adam describes the shows, tattooed, bearded guys throwing tools at each other.
I mean, they're engaging. They really are. I mean, if you haven't seen any of these documentaries like this one, I mean, they're engaging, they're entertaining. But I mean, I've seen the 24-Hour War. I've seen the winning the life racing titles, Paul Newman. And one of the things that I always get is I'm inspired. I always want to go out and wrench. I mean, I've got some cars of my own. I love wrenching on them. But a lot of the times you just kind of lose your sparkle a little bit, and then all of a sudden you think to yourself, all right, cool, after watching this I'm pumped, ready to go. And so thank you to you guys for actually making this, because if you didn't, well, then obviously it wouldn't be.
It's a huge thanks to Adam. Adam really he champions these stories, and we have one coming out about Willie T. Ribbs, who's the first black driver to race and qualify in the Indy 500, and no one would make that documentary. He's been trying to make it for years, and Adam is the one who championed it, and we're so excited to have that come out It will come out sometime in 2019.
Cool.
Yeah, God willing.
Cool. No, that's awesome.
Well, we really need to thank Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, for
Yeah.
not letting you guys shoot a segment in his shop today, and thus ending up here doing a segment on Chassy and the bug guy.
No, this is very cool. And Adam, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, a lot of our viewers are Volkswagen enthusiasts, as you know, and subscribe to HotVWs magazine. Can you share the story of where you almost died in the back of, I think it was your squareback, your mom's squareback, I think.
Well, you guys know squarebacks are essentially like boats where the engine is in the middle, like there's a plywood hatch and the engine and the thing just smells of gasoline. I was in like a microbus when I almost died because like the back door got removed and they put like a screen door in there. That was carbon monoxide poisoning. But I'll tell you this. I had a buddy and he was redoing probably a 21 window bus back when they weren't worth anything. And we would take that thing out and we would go up to like Dirt Mulholland back when there was a Dirt Mulholland and they were like building and they were clearing ground and stuff. And we'd go out like drifting and off-roading and that thing was so crazy. Like we drove up, I went to Walter Reed Junior High. We drove up on the curb, we're driving across the lawn, we jumped off the curb. I mean, that thing was crazy durable. Later on, when we finished the thing, we put 8 people in it and drive to Malibu and stuff. Like it was crazy. Like you couldn't break it. You couldn't break it. And at a certain point, when it got too hairy in the off-road department, I remember myself just laying down on the flat floor in the back and putting my hands and feet like bracing for impact. So, yeah, my mom had a VW Squareback. My dad had a Bug. I think my mom had a Bug at some point too. And then we graduated to the water-cooled Rabbit.
Love it.
Yeah, which was hard. Not an easy car to drive for a driving test. Like had a lot of slop and the linkage, you know.
But
like,
you passed.
I barely passed, but yeah, 4-speed. Yep.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, there you have it, you guys. Definitely lots of VW stories. So be sure to check out chassy.com, as Nate said, CHASSY.com for more entertaining and engaging content like the Bug Doc and so much more. So Adam, Nate, you guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.